Hello everybody, welcome to learntocook.com. My name is Chef Fernando Mojica. Today we are going to do a chicken casserole. Really easy, really straightforward. We're going to try to keep it really simple. Something you can do at home, and it's good for a family dinner. You can go ahead and also use these for a gathering of family or friends. And you want the pan to be really hot, but you don't want it to be smoking. So once our butter is starting to melt, we're going to go ahead and make sure that the bottom of the pan is completely covered in butter. So we're going to bring our flame to a higher flame once the butter is starting to melt, and we're going to go ahead and add the mushrooms. After that, we're going to throw in the rest of the vegetables. And you want to saute these over high flame. You want to make sure that you toss them around and get all of the vegetables completely cooked. At this point, you want to season the vegetables with a little bit of salt and pepper. We're using sea salt for this recipe, but table salt, iodized salt, kosher salt, whatever works for you, that's definitely welcome to use that. And we're going to go ahead and start cutting the chicken. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut the chicken into just squares. Like I say, the chicken breast has been previously cooked, so we cool it down, we cut it. So once we have the chicken cut, we're going to throw the chicken into a mixing bowl. And we're going to go back and check on the vegetables. By this time, they should be pretty well done. So once they're done, what you want to do is you want to take them out of the fire, and you want to actually cool them down a little bit. You want to put them in a sheet pan, throw them in the refrigerator for just a few minutes so they can cool down a little bit before we actually mix them up with the rest of the ingredients. So we have our chicken cut up, we have our vegetables already cooled down. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix the vegetables with the chicken. And we're going to add our cream of mushroom soup. And what this is going to do is it's actually going to act almost as the sauce. And that way we don't have to make any extra sauce, or we don't have to, and because it's a cream of mushroom and we have mushrooms in the recipe, it actually brings the flavor a little bit more. We want to also mix in the cheese, and you want to make sure that it's completely nice and covered. And then finally we're going to incorporate some of the milk, and we're going to incorporate only enough so that it is, it's not too thick, but it's not too loose either. Right before it goes in the oven, you want to taste this, make sure that its seasoning is proper. If it needs a little bit more salt, a little bit of pepper, go ahead and adjust it as you need it. But once it's ready, we're going to get it into the casserole dish, and we're going to pour it into the dish, make it nice and even. We're going to add a little bit more of the milk, just to, again, make sure that it's not too loose, but it's not too thick either. And right before it goes in the oven, we're going to cover these. And when we cook this in the oven, you can either cover with a lid or with foil, whatever you have available. So once this is nice and covered, we're going to throw this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. And that will actually finish cooking the chicken, finish cooking all the vegetables, and start building the casserole. After that, we're going to pull it from the oven, sprinkle the rest of the cheese, and cook it for an extra 5 minutes. But like I said, right now we're going to go ahead and throw it in the oven for 30 minutes at 250 degrees. All right, guys, so as we mentioned before, we cooked the casserole in the oven, and now we have taken it out. We sprinkled some cheddar cheese on top of the casserole, and you can sprinkle as much of it as you want, or if you don't like cheddar cheese, you can definitely use any other cheese that you want. But we've sprinkled the cheese and we throw it in the oven for another 4 or 5 minutes, just enough so the cheese is melted. And we have taken it out and we have it right here. So now it's ready to plate and enjoy it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just gonna use a spoon, transfer onto a warm plate, and we can go ahead and enjoy it individually, or we can actually, if we want to use this for a family dinner, we can serve this family style. Let the casserole cool down, or tell the family it's hot so they don't burn themselves. And then after that, we can go ahead and serve it individually. So we're gonna go ahead and serve it, and just gonna make sure that for an even cleaner presentation, we're gonna go ahead and wipe the sides of the plate. And now it's ready to enjoy. Bon appetit, and thank you for joining us today at LearnToCook.com. Again, my name is Chef Fernando Mojica with LearnToCook.com. I'll see you next time.
Well, thanks for joining us today at LearnToCook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day, and thank you.